This is the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. On January 24th, multiple images of the truck were discovered online, and we can see just about every angle of the truck. We also are going to talk about some of the power options that will be available. If you're a Tacoma fan, I think you're really going to like this truck. The Tacoma is currently in its third generation, and it has been the best-selling midsize truck in America for the last 17 years. Holy cow. And the competition is heating up. This year, Toyota will release the fourth generation Tacoma. It will be competing with the newly redesigned Chevy Colorado as well as the newly redesigned Ford Ranger. Colorado is available with multiple turbocharged 4-cylinder engine configurations, and production has already started. The new Ranger is slated to arrive this July, and it too will have multiple turbocharged engines to choose from. In fact, Ranger will also be available in Raptor trim for the first time in the United States with a powerful twin-turbo V6. Needless to say, Tacoma is going to have to adapt if it wants to stay on top. It is extremely likely that this is what the 4th Gen Tacoma will look like. These images were discovered on a Brazilian patent website of all places. This is a good-looking truck, and it appears to be ready for production. The design language is very similar to Tundra, and yet it somehow looks even better. One reason for this may be the way the lower front fascia looks. They didn't make it one large opening like the Tundra. Instead, they chose to break it up into two sections. Tacoma's interior will be completely changed. The design language will look very similar to the current Tundra. It would be awesome to have that large screen. Now notice how the fender flares have a more chiseled look to them. The entire truck looks so much more refined. And look at the rear. I really like how Toyota handled the taillights. Another nice accent is the rear cab spoiler. I'm sure this was put there for aerodynamics, but man, does it look sharp. It's cool that no matter what angle you see it at, it's still recognizable as a Tacoma. They made design changes, but they didn't go overboard. It's believed Toyota will give the customer a choice of engines to choose from. The first engine being a 2.4-liter Turbo 4, making 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. This engine would be mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And I hate to say it, but it is very unlikely that Toyota will give the option for a manual transmission. It's just not that likely to continue. Let's hope that I'm wrong and Toyota does include the manual. The 4-cylinder turbo in Tacoma will have a little more pep than the V6 and should get better gas mileage. Now here's where things get pretty exciting. It is also believed a hybrid option will be available. The hybrid option would make an estimated 340 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. I would expect the hybrid to be standard on TRD Pro. The new Ranger Raptor engine is estimated to make around 392 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. So having the hybrid option would give Tacoma a better chance to compete. Now, after showing you these images, what if I told you we've seen this design before? In December of 21, Toyota revealed an all-electric truck concept, and it looked eerily similar to Tacoma. In fact, if we put these patent images beside the all-electric truck, the looks are almost identical. The main difference being the electric Tacoma having a glossy white grille, signifying that it is electric. Now, I want you to picture this. What if Toyota reveals this truck with 3 different powertrains? A Turbo 4, a hybrid Turbo 4, and an all-electric. That's right, Toyota is gearing up to compete with the new midsize trucks, and giving customers these options would be great. It will be very interesting to see what this electric Tacoma is capable of. The truck is going to be officially revealed by Toyota later this year, and it's expected to go into production this December, with customers receiving them sometime between late January and February of 2024. It's amazing that Tacoma has been the best-selling midsize truck in the US for 17 years. I mean, there's a reason it has been the best-selling for so long. The competition is really upping their game, especially with the new generation Colorado and Ranger. Man, that Ranger Raptor, that's gonna be pretty impressive. it will be interesting to see how the Tacoma TRD Pro stacks up. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.